Hey, what's going on, Aries? Butch here. I am going to do your November read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. Um, it is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. Going to be using the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck. And that's right. I'm in the Christmas 5. Christmas doesn't last long enough for me. I feel like I have to start early. I like the vibe of that time of year when everybody's a little bit nicer, everybody's a little bit warmer. I really enjoy that. I'm a Sagittarius, so obviously I'm maybe a bit biased, but I always enjoyed it. It's now that I'm an adult, it's not about the presents anymore. When you're a kid, it's about presents. It's about good food, snacks, candy, break off school, all that stuff. But now it's so much more. The enjoyment that I get watching my kids open presents, my kids get excited for Christmas, my kids helping me decorate. It's all those things that I wish we could share with each other all year round. But we can't, not yet. So anyway, the whole story of Christmas was just to kind of give you a heads up on why I'm using the Nightmare Before Christmas deck right now. I always look forward to when I can use it. So with all that being said, let's get it. Aries, what do we have for Aries? What's going on for Aries for November 2022? All right, Aries. So the first thing that I have, Aries, I feel like there's options for you. And I feel like those options may not be completely clear to you, but I feel like you will see them. We have that 7 of Cups. There is more than one option coming towards you. And I feel like it is something that we may not see right yet with that 2 of Swords. Things right in front of you that you may not be seeing. And I feel like the reason you may not be seeing the options is because I feel like there is a past person that is still somewhat involved with you. But I feel like with this person, I don't feel like you get what you need from this person. I feel like this person shows up when they need something from you. I feel like it's when they're good and ready. And even though Aries can be known for wanting to, enjoying the chase. But I mean, I feel like sometimes we feel like we're chasing our own tail with this. And I feel like there is a lot of internal struggle when it comes to this. I feel like when things are good, they're great. And that's what gets confusing here. That internal struggle that you have. Like I said, when things are going good with this past person, I feel like it felt really good. But there's times when it's not going good, and that, I feel like that's the moments that we really need to focus on. Being with someone and being happy is what we all want. And I know that there's no such thing really as a perfect relationship. It's not a cookie cutter idea where, what works for one person works for another. But I feel like with this person, I don't feel like this is changing. Like I said, I feel like this person shows up We have the death card reverse. I feel like this person shows up when they want something from you, but then they're gone just as fast. And the good times might be good, but I feel like the bad times are bad. And that's the thing we really need to focus on. I mean, we have the Tower card, so I feel like there's a lot of chaotic energy between the two of you. And sometimes, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. And I feel like it's almost like taking that step back. One of my favorite people was Bob Ross. I always liked his energy. I always, just a great energy that I got from him, and I always liked the videos. And a lot of people like him because of that calming effect that he had. But one of the quotes that he used to say was, when you're too close, sometimes you got to take a step back. And I feel like you're too close to this. I feel like the thing is with this is that you may be finding yourself craving for those good times. But is it worth the bad times? And that's what we have to look at. Are we sacrificing the good for the bad? Does it equal itself out? And I don't feel like it does. I feel like sometimes we don't want to see what we know we see. Sometimes we see things and we want to be blind to it because accepting it is just too much. But when this reading started, I said there's options, and I wasn't blowing smoke. What I do see is there is some new communication coming from someone new. And with this person, very confident, a very passionate energy. This person goes for what they want. I mean, this person's all about getting everything they want, not just 50% of what they want, not just 60%. Like I said, I mean, when you're in a relationship with someone, we have to look at whether the good outweighs the bad. And if it doesn't, then we either reevaluate the situation, we either fix it, or we cut ties and move on for what's best for us. Now, like I said, with this new person, I really like their energy. I mean, it's very, very to the point. This person will give you everything, and all they expect is the same. We have that Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Very honest, but also they're used to getting what they want. And they'll do what it takes to get what they want. I feel like sometimes it's hard to let go of a past person because we spend too much time looking at the negatives and not enough time looking at the positives. And like I said before, with that Two of Swords, I feel like this new person coming in, it's almost like you're not seeing, you may not see them for what they really are because we're still kind of focused on that past person. But I feel like we spend enough time on that past person. I feel like, the imbalance that we feel when things aren't going good with that past person is what we really need to focus on here. Sometimes we have to face the truth. And sometimes it's not a truth that we want to hear. But like I said, I don't feel like that past situation, I feel like it's more of a need for them. You're more of a need. When they need you, they show up. When they need something from you, they're around. But when do your needs come involved? When do your needs become important? And I don't feel like they're important to that other person. Now with this new person, like I said, coming in, this person wants to be with you. This person has chosen you. They want to be with you in the good and the bad. And that's what a real relationship is. It's about being there for each other, to celebrate the good times, but also to console you when the bad times come, to help each other out. When you get stuck in a hole, you want someone that's going to help dig you out, not someone that's going to step on your head to get out of the hole and leave you there. And I feel like I feel like we need to, like I said, we need to take that step back, because sometimes when we're too close, we don't see. Sometimes another Bob Ross quote. Sometimes you got to go on a limb because that's where the fruit is. That's where the good stuff is. Sometimes you have to take that risk, and I feel like I feel like it's going to be a lot of regret if we don't see what's coming toward us, if we don't open our eyes, see what's coming in around us, because I feel like there's a very good opportunity coming towards you, and I don't want you to miss it because you're hooked on an idea of someone that could possibly step up someday. But I mean, how long do we give into love is similar to an investment. There's got to be a point when you've invested too much. When there's got to be a point when you invested more than the return could possibly be. A good investment deserves your time, your effort, your support. Like I said, I see a new journey beginning, and I feel like if we don't at least acknowledge it, we're going to have that regret, and that regret's going to last. I feel like this new person coming in is going to show you a different perspective of how it should be. How you can have everything that you want. Sometimes we feel like if a situation's good when it's good, we don't want to let go of that because it is good. And sometimes we make a lot of decisions when things are going good. Most people don't make decisions when things are going bad. Sometimes we need to do that. Sometimes we need to check ourselves at the door and just realize that we have to base our opinion on everything, all the facts, not just the ones we want to pay attention to. Like I said, this past person, I feel like they do, when they're there, when they're present and accounted for, they bring something to the table. But I feel like they're always taking a doggy bag when they leave. And I feel like they're coming to the table when they want something. And we want someone that's going to show up for us all the time. We want someone that's going to show up for us when we need them, not when they need us. And if that's the the base of your relationship, sometimes we need to reevaluate. Now, like I said, with this new person, they know what they want. And I feel like this past person, I don't feel like they really do know what they want, because if they did, they would have already gone after it. But I feel like when they want something, they show up. When they don't want something, you probably don't hear from them. But with this new person, they know what they want. They want to be happy. They want you to be happy. This is someone that's focused on not only their happiness, but yours. I feel like they take it as a personal, mission to make sure that you're happy, that you're fulfilled, that you're taken care of. And that makes them happy. Very protective energy from this new person. With that Emperor, this person wants to build a foundation. They want to move forward. And like I said, with that Queen of Swords, I mean, it's very honest. They're not going to bullshit you. They're not trying to sell you, ice cubes. I feel like this other person is breadcrumbing you. Like I said, I'm not going to bullshit you. I just feel like this person is leading you down a road that they've been looking, or they are looking for an exit. They haven't found it yet, so they're going to stick with what they know. But I feel like once something they feel like is more valuable to them comes along, you want to be the most valuable person in your person's eyes. You don't want to be the person that they're just kind of settling for. You want someone that looks at you the way you feel, the way you want to feel. Someone that appreciates you for what you are, what you bring to the table. Like I said, this person is looking to build a foundation. This person is no games, no bullshit. Very mature, very, very stable. Like I said, this person, I do see an offer coming from this person. And that offer is not just for something casual. It's not just for a one-night stand. This is not just for whenever they feel like thing. This is something they want to build a foundation around. I mean, I'm not going to tell you which way to go. I'm not saying, I don't like to I don't like to tell anybody what to do. I like to give you your options, let you know what your options are, and give you the best outlook on what I see. Now with this past person, we have some fiery energy, some air as well. I mean, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And with this new person, I feel some of the similar idea, but I feel like there's a lot more of a loving energy in there as well. I mean, there's that fiery, passionate, intelligent, but there's also a very nurturing sense to this person. Like I said, they're looking to build something. They're not looking to, I mean, in a nutshell, it's like one person, it's like those people that flip houses. They look at a house that has some value, they go and they flip it and they sell it for a profit. They're looking to get something out of it. Then there's those people that are looking for a house that they can, even if they renovate it, but they're renovating because they want to live in it. It's the house that they want to live in. And that's kind of like what we have here. Now with the new person coming in, we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. I think I said that, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. But that's the thing. Sometimes we look too close. Sometimes we're too involved. Sometimes we want to see things in people that aren't there, but we see it because we care. And sometimes our feelings for someone can blind us to the truth. Now, this may not resonate with you. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But if it does, just remember that it's okay to take a step back. It's okay to look at your options. And sometimes we have to go with what is best for us and not best for the people around us. Sometimes we have to put ourselves first. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to tell you what the options are. I'm going to tell you what I see. And like I said, there's no pressure. It's free will. You do with what you want. I'm just giving you more of a clear picture of what's going on. And like I said, sometimes when we're too close to something, we don't see other things around us. We don't, it's like the idea of someone, someone that's always there for us, but we don't see them that way because we're still looking at something else. It's like if you've ever been in a situation where you're with someone and that person didn't treat you very well, and every time they treated you bad, there was somebody on the side, a friend or whatever, that you could turn to that always had your back. But for some reason we chose not to listen to that person's opinion, even though they had our back, even though they were always there for us. Sometimes we didn't listen to their opinion because it didn't match what we wanted to happen. And it's want versus need. That's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.